Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to the special edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. It's that time of the week again to count down the 10 hottest cards of the week. And much like last week, most of these cards are moving because of Modern Horizons 2. That set is having a huge impact on the secondary market. Before we get into the details though, just a quick reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use the Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can pre-order Modern Horizons 2 products there, or pick up any number of things that they have on the website. And remember, if your order is over $100 or it consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, whenever you use the promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated. So thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Feasting Troll King. It goes up $2.90 this week to $3.39. That is a 592% increase. And this is a good time to let you know how we compile our top 10 every week. We look at two pieces of criteria. The first one is a percentage increase of value, and the second is a true increase in sales online. So if there's a card you're expecting to see today and it's not here, it fell short in one or both of those categories. With that out of the way, let's talk more about Feasting Troll King. Now, this does see standard play. You'll find this in Mono Green Food. It's also seen increased commander play recently as an upgrade to Witherbloom Witchcraft. It's also in new builds around Gaio Master Chef, as well as a new card for Modern Horizons 2. That card is launched as Cryptozoologist. But that's not the big reason this card is moving right now. The main reason falls back to the modern format. Because of Modern Horizons 2, there are people brewing some new decks. And I have seen a few different brews now that do include Feasting Troll King. The most notable one, though, seems to be a Hollow One deck that's running 4 copies of Feasting Troll King, as well as copies of Vegvine, and these two new cards right here. Esmeralda, Martica Diced, and Akuldakar. And this one here, which is kind of tough to say, the Underworld Cookbook. Number 9 is Wander Wine Hub. This goes up $3.31 this week to $12 for a 38% increase. This does get some commander play. It is in Modern Merfolk at times as well. And there are some players thinking that that particular deck could get better with Modern Horizons 2 coming, bringing some support for the tribe. Check these cards out here. We have Svelin of Sea and Sky. I'm sure that will see a lot of commander play, but other cards too, like Raving Visionary, Rishadan Dockhand, and Tide Shaper. Number 8 is Lethal Vapors, up $3.44 this week to $8.62. That is a 66% increase. This has seen some commander play. It is yet to be reprinted, though, and can be tough to find in high grade. I do think this could be a speculative buyout based on a Modern Horizons 2 card. The card I'm referring to is Grist the Hunger Tide. This can be used as your commander. The Commander Rules Committee has put that information out there officially. And perhaps it may play well with Lethal Vapors. However, I do think the fact that Lethal Vapors can be removed by your opponents if they choose to remove it, even though there is a stiff penalty, that alone does make the card less powerful, and I don't know if this speculation will pan out, but nevertheless, it is going up in value right now. Number 7 is Temporary Truce. This goes up $4.46 to $9.99. That is an 81% increase. This has seen some increased commander play in Shadrick Silverquill builds, but this is a portal card. It's yet to be reprinted, and it's yet another card that's hard to find in high grade online. Number 6 is Deathcoil Worm. Third verse, same as the first. Yet again, we have a card that's older. This one is from Portal Second Age. It's hard to find in high grade. It's yet to be reprinted. This goes up $4.85 this week to $14.99 for a 48% increase. This does see a little commander play, but I think it's really moving for all those reasons I just mentioned. Number 5 is Saproling Symbiosis. This goes up $7.43 this week to $19.45. That is a 62% increase. This is a good upgrade to Quantum Quandrix, and it has been in some new commander builds around cards from that deck. Rexopation Professor, as well as Essex Fractal Bloom. Now it's showing up in some new commander deck lists around a Modern Horizons 2 card as well. That card is Chatterfang Squirrel General. Fruition comes in at number 4. It's going up $12.87 to $28.43. That's an 83% increase. Yet again, another older card that's yet to be reprinted. This one from the original Portal again. But this one has seen some increased commander play in Dina Soulsteeper. The main reason it's moving this much right now, though, is because of a Modern Horizons 2 card. There's a lot of people speculating that this will see more play in Commander in the future with this card here, Yevamaya, Cradle of Growth. Number 3 is Portcullis, a stronghold card that's not on the reserve list, but guess what? It has yet to be reprinted. It goes up $13.64 this week to $15.92. That is a 599% increase. This does see a little Commander play, but it feels like a speculative buyout to me. Some might be thinking that this could get more play in the future because there were some new Evoke cards, some of them quite powerful in Modern Horizons 2, and this can play well with creatures with the Evoke mechanic. Here's some examples of what you can see in the set. First, we have that mythic cycle of elemental incarnations. The Evoke cost for those is simply exile a card of that card's color from your hand. I do expect these first 5 cards to see a lot of play in different places. Those cards, as you can see, are Solitude, Subtlety, Grief, Fury, and Endurance. Then there's a few other less powerful cards too that have the Evoke mechanic in the set. Things like Soul of Migration, Foundation Breaker, and Wave Sifter. Number 2 is Arcbound Ravager. Modern Masters goes up $13.57 to $40 for a 51% increase. Dark Steel up $17.60 to $42.87 for a 70% increase. So this hasn't seen as much modern play in recent years compared to what it used to see, but it's still found in Hardened Scales. Also, you'll find this in Ravager shops and Vintage. Some players have picked this up as an upgrade to various Commander 2021 decks recently too, like Lorehold Legacies, Witherbloom Witchcraft, and Silverquill Statement. Also, it's in new builds around some cards from those decks. Oscar the Reconstructor, Guillaume Master Chef, Felisa Fang of Silverquill, and Lochiel Clockwork Scholar. But those aren't the reasons this card is jumping like it is now. They may have paved a way for this increase by drawing up the card a little bit in the secondary market, but Modern Horizons 2 is really pushing it right now. That set has a ton of support for low casting cost artifacts. I'm sure we're going to see some kind of modern deck come out of these cards. Even the modular mechanic is back. Check these out. Arcbound Javelier, Arcbound Mouser, Arcbound Prototype, Arcbound Slasher, Arcbound Tracker, Arcbound Whelp, Arcbound Shikari, Zabaz the Glimmerwasp, and Power Depot. Neither of those last 2 cards have Arcbound in the name. So, Zabaz the Glimmerwasp I wanted to talk about for a minute in particular. That is a legendary creature. I've already seen some players building around that card in Commander and using Arcbound Ravager. On top of that, that possibility was mentioned on the Command Zone podcast this week, which could have brought more attention to Ravager as well. And aside from all of that, to a lesser degree, I've also seen people putting this in a build around another Modern Horizons 2 card in Commander, that's Lannis Cryptozoologist, which we saw earlier. And number 1 is Vegvine. Double Masters up $9.19 this week to $24. That is a 62% increase. Ultimate Masters goes up $14.94 to $28.50. That is a 110% increase. Rise of the Eldrazi up $19.44 to $34.12. That is a 132% increase. Now, you can find this in Modern Crabvine or Winota. It's in Legacy Hogak, Hollow One. It's in Vintage Hogak Vine. In Commander, it sees play with Hogak as well. But again, the real reason this is moving is because of Modern Horizons 2. This is showing up in a number of different modern brews, the most prominent being that Hollow One deck I mentioned earlier. Also, I've seen this in some new Hollow One Vintage deck brews using cards from Modern Horizons 2. Endurance is one of those cards. We saw that one a moment ago, but here's another card from the set that's in there. Master of Death. Alright, that's going to do it for this week's Top 10, but remember to join us this weekend for the regular episode of the Market Watch. There we talk about everything that's happening every week in the secondary market. But until then, hey, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Please remember to like and subscribe and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon and have a great day.